Very good morning to one and all present. What is that? Ram, Shyam and Sam and all that stuff. Quite an interesting gathering we have here, right? And quite a contest with brilliant speakers such as, I will not take the names, but some brilliant speakers, right? But I've been listening to all the speeches and all the stances very closely and very clearly, but one thing I observed in all of them, you know what? The ones who are considering Russia as a friend of India, right? We've seen many speakers who are terming Russia as a friend of India. But international relations and friendship, isn't there a difference? Friendship involves an emotional feature, but international relations are solely based on your produce, on your GDP. Like people say, have you heard of the term gold diggers? It's a very social term, and people who are gold diggers are criticized by the society. But in the international relations, the term gold digger is meaning something entirely else. It means observing. I'll give you all the details later. Let me just introduce myself with a little bit of humor. I am Saubhagya Shankar Bajpai and I'm from class 11th. And the reason I'm standing right here in front of you holding this mic is because I'm here to oppose the given topic, that buying crude oil from Russia in the time of Russia-Ukraine war is a move in diplomacy. Diplomacy, that a very heavy word, right? Diplomacy, we've heard diplomacy in our day-to-day news life, newspapers. What is diplomacy? Diplomacy means the middle. A party has certain improvisations, certain suggestions, and the other parties gives their own. And together they find out a certain agreement. Some points nobody agrees on, and some points both of them agree. I hope we are on the same page till now. But what is between Russia and India is not diplomacy, my friends. Because right now, what India is doing with Russia importing crude oil is picking out the best from its options. Which is the best option? Which is the best option for India right now to import crude oil from? Russia. But there arises a certain question, right? Which none of my fellow speakers addressed. There arises a certain question. Why is it that Russia is supplying its oil to India at such a cheap rates? Because we are sensing that Saudi Arabia and Qatar and Iran, countries which actually produce more crude oil, are supplying at very high rates. Then why is Russia, I'm sorry for the pronunciation, why is Russia supplying its crude oil at such cheap rates? It's because India, right now it may seem that India is doing a very good job in buying oil from Russia. But do you know one thing? There's a very reputed newspaper called The Hindu, and it has published that as of now it stands, India is under a loan of 600 billion US dollars under Russia. Ever heard of insurance? That is what India is for Russia in the war. We are the insurance. We can never oppose Russia under such an exorbitant loan, can we? You have no money in your pocket. You are owing money to the other person. Can you oppose him? You can never oppose him. And that is what Russia always does. Keeping loans on everyone and keeping their mouths shut. This is diplomacy? No, my friends, this is exploitation. This is financial exploitation. I think that's my cue to leave in the next 30 seconds, and I'll leave on a very positive note. India is not out of options. It simply is failing to see the options. It isn't diplomacy. It is just a matter of a smart act. If we just think smartly, there are many more options available. And the time is not right to correct all the options. I'll just keep the mic here, and thank you, that's all for my speech.